Should I close these curtains some?
Why?
My glasses or
I think we're fine.
here?
We won't have any light if we do that.
Who needs light?
We need light. No. No. Hello, Janice. How are you? Hey, Susie. How are you doing?
All the way from Canada.
I liked your live yesterday, Janice. It was good.
Yeah, and I also saw how y'all made fun of me for tearing up her plant with my drone.
He did.
Oh, I butchered it.
Let's do this. Now they should show up on screen. Y'all got any big plans this weekend? What's left of it? No more toys for you. Exactly.
I got plenty of other toys. It was a day I was starting to get too used to it, and I thought I would show her what I could do on this windy day that it was blowing pretty good.
He showed me what he could do.
It came in and it went straight for her plant that we just bought and hung up, and it shredded it.
So yeah, Janice, when you do that, you have like a remote, right? Which it's like a handheld remote, and you put your phone inside the remote. It's hard to explain, but the remote kind of fits around your phone, and so that's how you work it.
Yeah, and you'll have two little toggle switches on each side. You'll have the camera part right there. It's once you get playing with it for a while, you start to have a little fun with it.
You clean your kitchen behind the refrigerator, behind the stove, all for. Oh wow. Well,
I just did yard work. I tried to do it before it got too hot.
You were way more productive than me. I baked all weekend and then I got tired and I haven't done anything else. Susie, it's hot there?
It's hot here.
It's hot here too. Even a meteorologist made a comment and said that the gates of hell have opened.
Yeah, right now it's 90 degrees and they said it feels like 98.
Janice, you were with it. But I baked a lot yesterday. I made some sandwich bread. I made a jalapeno cheddar sourdough loaf.
That's what I can't wait to get into.
I made some hamburger buns.
She made some chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, I did a lot yesterday. And they were good.
I can't wait to get into that sourdough loaf, the jalapeno cheddar.
Man, those cookies were about as big as my head. They're huge. If you bake like that, you would eat it all in one day.
No.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. I made some, what did I make? Some strawberry cream cheese streusel muffins.
Oh, those things went so well at my work.
All right, Janice, thanks for stopping by.
It was nice talking to you.
Have a good day. Susie, is it going to just be hot like that for y'all for a while? Is that normal for you guys? We just had a new bagel store open here. I love bagels. I can make those too. I love bagels, but that's exciting. Bye, Janice.
See you later.
Three days. It's getting hotter every year. It really is. I've noticed, so the team that I work with, they are based in Denver, and I didn't think that they got hot like that, but they were supposed to be in the hundreds this weekend.
Hello, Eric.
Hi, Eric. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, right now it just looking outside, it doesn't look too hot because the wind's blowing, but you walk out there and the heat just hits you.
Right in the face.
That's why I got up early this morning and went out there and got the yard done before it got too hot. Still sweated real bad.
This is
Sweated?
Canada. You sweated. This is Canada, for goodness sake. I should be enjoying cooler weather.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Yeah, I know, Eric. So, are you in France?
If so, what part?
Because we are wanting to move somewhere that it doesn't get hot.
Or too hot?
Paris and Normandy. Does Normandy get really hot? Because that's on top of our list, actually. Not as much. That's good to know.
Yeah, we've got three places that we're sort of looking at right now that are at the top of the list. We've got Brittany, Normandy, and Grand Est.
I was watching a video on Colmar early. Beautiful. Rarely 90s, only a few days. Well, that's good. 80s I can deal with. 90s I don't want to deal
Oh,
with.
it's in the mid 90s all week this week here. But
Normandy and Brittany should be cooler. Yeah, we're hoping. Yeah.
yeah, we could deal with the rain up there that they have. Uh, I just don't want to. I don't want to get back out like we've got here in Texas. It's just I don't want to deal with the heat.
Do y'all know if it gets super hot over in Grand Est also, like Alsace or Colmar or Nancy or Metz or any of those? And if you hear my dog, I'm sorry, he's crotchety right now. Susie, I get it. I think Normandy is at the very top of the list.
Yeah. Before when we started looking, it was all down south, and we're looking Dordogne, we were looking at Charente, we were looking at Burgundy
Mm-hmm.
and Haute-Vienne.
It just
We
gets
we were
hot.
just looking at all that, but then we keep hearing everybody talk about how hot it's getting out there. When the summer comes up.
When are you planning to move? We've got a few years. We still have to retire.
I've got 4.5 years to retire, but if I can do it sooner and we find some way to do it, I'll
We're done.
guarantee you, I'm putting my gun holster up and we're out.
That's right. Can get quite warm during the summer. Is there anywhere over there that doesn't get quite warm in the summer?
The Swiss Alps.
They probably get hot too. We'd move to the North Pole and it would somehow
It would melt.
flip and be hot.
It'd be the South Pole. Yeah, we're looking at trying to take a trip this next year out. It's not going to be for very long, but then the year after that, we're going to try to stay for about a month if possible. And those are going to be our different scouting times. I know a month or a week and stuff like that. That's not even close to being long enough.
We can only do what we can do. I'm going to go shut that door because George is not going to stop.
Okay.
You're not even looking at the door.
He's barking at the TV. Yeah, I'm looking so forward to retiring and not having to deal with Velcro anymore and just get out and go.
If you want to try Brittany or Normandy, try it during the cold of the winter and the top of the summer. Yeah, I don't mind cold.
Well, one of the times that we're gonna have to try it is gonna be somewhere around in August. Or wait, uh,
October.
July.
Yeah. So you can get a sense of what it's like. Yeah.
Well, not July is whenever there's no school.
We're also going to rent at first too. So if we need to
Move around.
move around, we can. You can't rely on being too specific
That's
these
the
days
truth.
about the winter. Climate change is making weather all over the place so unpredictable. Yes. Retire as soon as you can. That's the goal. We're going to try.
If I can do it before my actual retirement date, I'm definitely going to do it.
He needs to make us independently wealthy. I keep telling him that, but he doesn't do it.
My genie powers are gone. I mean, it's
No,
not working
you're gonna
anymore.
throw something out.
I told her that, or else I could go rob a bank. That looks real good.
We're not doing that. Are my kids on here today? Usually at least one of our kids are on here. They're probably busy.
Yeah, we were watching a video on Colmar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Colmar up there and up north, and oh, that's a nice place.
Really pretty. If you guys could pick one place, where would you be in France?
Just one.
Eric, we're going to go next year. We don't have a date, but we know we're going to. And then the following year, I'll have to wait because I get a sabbatical.
Hello, Sue.
Hi, Sue. Susie, you said Brittany? Yeah.
Brittany is so green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So pretty. Hi, David. Colmar for sure? Really? Do you know how hot it gets there? I want to know.
Well, we had checked something up there around Colmar, and they said that they had a record temperature at one time of 114 degrees.
No.
But that was they said it was just a record one, but the normal temperature they say are usually right around the low 80s. Provence.
That need more money?
We all need more
I
money.
hear you. The hottest temperature recorded in Colmar in 2024 was 97 degrees.
Well,
Ew.
Alexa said 114. I gotta be quiet or she'll start talking.
Yeah. Well, she talks anyway. Provence gets really hot. Yeah, I just can't. And that's one of the reasons why we stopped looking there. I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I just can't. I mean, I can. I just don't want to.
I'd rather deal with a place that probably gets more rain and stuff like that. I would take rain over that any day.
Hey, what's my boy doing?
Hello, Brittany.
Is he being good? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one thing about going up there to the Grand Est, up there in that area, is we would be closer to travel to like Italy, Germany, Switzerland, and just other places like that.
You used to live in Napa and couldn't take the heat during the summer. I feel it.
I was born and raised in Ventura, California. Right there close to the beach. I've got a friend out there in Napa. He owns a vineyard, or yeah, I think he owns a vineyard out there.
Man, I stayed up too late last night. I am sleepy today.
I was having trouble staying asleep. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning,
Mm-mm.
and then as soon as I moved, George was right there on the side of my bed, hacking and coughing, wanting me to get up.
He's so rude. He is no respecter of anybody's time. Since you live in LA, the Nice area, it's so pretty.
Yeah, I used to go to LA all the time. I had a couple of friends that went to UCLA, and we'd go down there and have fun have some parties on the weekends and stuff. Do they still have down there in LA? Do they still have those chili cheeseburger stands? Because those were some of the best chili cheeseburgers I've ever tasted.
God, this is good if you want to travel to Germany a lot. Italy, not so much. Yeah, the Riviera and all that would be better for Italy. It would be a dream to live like down there in Menton.
Menton.
Yeah, so you could just, go over to Italy whenever you want to. Crosses
What region is that in,
road in her
Claire?
Kayla says hi. She's getting some canes. Of course she is. Tell her hello.
I It might be Tommy's Burgers. They used to when I was out there, uh, as my younger days, they had it was almost like it was like the little small stands out there. They didn't have an uh, actual restaurant or anything you walked into at that time. It was just they were all over the place, and we'd be walking around and you could eat as many of them hamburgers. They were great. Then you get some chili cheese fries with it.
Brittany, you missed Janice earlier. Janice was on here. We're looking to get more into the mountains because we're going to be at Saran is already up in the 90s. Oxatani. Yeah, it's so pretty there too. Yep. I don't know where the perfect place would be. I guess there's not going to be a perfect place, but
No, I mean we're gonna have warm weather at just about anywhere we go.
yeah,
Uh, Not scorching like it is out here, but
I don't think anywhere is going to get as hot as it does here. Well, maybe Canes is the best. I have never been to Canes. Never.
now wait, are we Canes? Are we talking the place, or are we talking? Okay, I didn't know if we were talking about the chicken place.
We are talking about chicken place.
Canes Chicken over there in Rockwall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I've never been.
No, I've never tried Canes. I'm not a big I'm not a big chicken eater. I'll eat it.
I have to surprise him with it because
She does.
if I tell him ahead of time, or salads the same way, if I tell him ahead of time, he ate 6 chicken minis yesterday. Dang, that's my boy right there. I love chicken minis. House in process of buying is in the region called Tarn and Grown. Go in southwest, just west of Toulouse. Weather seems very hot this year. Yeah, that's what I think. You need to eat healthier now. So do we. You can chase perfect the rest of your lives and never be happy. Yep. Perfection is the enemy of good. Okay. Right, Eric, I guess so. I mean, I know it's going to be hot, but as long as it's just not like here. would be okay.
We watched videos and we'll hear some people, and I don't know what, but they'll say certain temperatures, and they'll say it's starting to really get hot, and we'll check the temperature, and it's probably like in the Fahrenheit, it's probably like, was it the low 80s? I mean, that's nice to me. Like right now, all this week, it's going to be in the mid 90s coming this week. And that's just the temperature. The heat index is going to be up in the hundreds.
It had oddly bad air quality. Huh.
I heard that they've got real bad air quality over there around Paris.
Oh, wow. Could be. Mid 90s is considered hot anywhere in France. Yeah. That's hot here to me.
Yeah, it was whenever just before I went out to go start mowing, I checked the temperature and it was it was 87, but it said it felt like 94 or something like that. And
Well,
then
at least in France, though, y'all cool off at night, right? Because it just doesn't. I mean, it's midnight. You're still 85 degrees here. Saharan dust and Canadian wildfire smoke. It is very unpredictable. Visit areas and see best. Yeah, we're going to have to. Yeah, that's what I hear. But it doesn't do that here. I mean, you're still sweating if you go outside at night. I'm just over it.
yeah, last night when we went to bed, it was close to around 11 o'clock, and it was still in the mid 80s
Mm-hmm.
outside. I
Shouldn't.
keep finding myself getting closer and closer.
What are y'all doing?
That is comfortable for Thousand Oaks. Thousand Oaks and Simi Valley are usually hot.
Hey, Rick, how are you? Thank you for that email last night, by the way. That was amazing.
Yes, it
Thank
was.
you. Bonjour. Yeah, you get it. You know. So bad. So bad.
Well, and now that's the temperature. What's the heat index? What does it feel like?
Where is Marble Falls? What is it close to?
Yeah, I asked her that last night and she wasn't sure.
Brittany, go away. 69 in your house right now. You don't have the electric company that we do. I can't keep mine that low. I sure wish.
Ours is 74
Yeah.
right now, but at nighttime it's down to 62.
West of Austin an hour. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're north central Texas, so east of Dallas.
Yeah.
You're set at 81. So we have an option of one electric company where we live. There is no other choice. We just have the city electricity out here, and it is ridiculous.
If I had my choice, I would go with the farmers electric over any of them.
You're actually chilly, but in a few hours your AC will stop working. Yeah, we just in fact, I just paid our electric bill. But of course now our electric and water and sewer are all in one, but it was $400 already. And we keep it on 74. Bye, Eric. Have a good day.
Oh, there it is. I was sitting there going, where's he saying bye?
Can you install solar? Ha, funny.
No. we're not
we're
doing
not
that.
going to. We
Mm-mm.
almost did. And
You talk about a scam.
I don't think it's a scam. I'm not saying that at all, but I feel like there was a reason why we couldn't get it done. And I'm thankful for that.
Well, they kept telling us that they
Hey,
came
Darren.
they came out, they measured the roof, they did everything. All they had to do
Was
was
install it.
just install it, and it would be up and running. And something kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off.
Something between the company and our electric company. They couldn't get it together.
Yeah.
And something that should have been easy wasn't. And so I finally, after what, months and months of trying it, we just stopped. And so, and I'm thankful that we did that, because I know that some people don't want to buy a house with solar panels on it, especially, if they're not paid off, because they don't want to take on
Right.
the remainder of that loan. Solar has gotten so crazy to consider. Yeah, there's a reason I feel like that we didn't get it. 124 last month. Was that just your electricity? Because I don't know how much just the electricity was. Like I said, that was water and trash too. Hi, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
How are you?
Yeah, ours is mixed with the water, the trash, and
Sewer.
sewer, and
That's it.
oh, the internet and stuff like that's not.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder how expensive they are there too.
I think don't they say that the gas is more expensive than the electric out there in France?
I don't know. You got your back. You can't move? Gotta
What
stay with
happened?
gas. It sounds like a procedure.
Well, we'll try not to make you laugh. LAMBALGY.
Oh, it's you have back pain. Oh man, there's nothing worse. Ugh. Sorry about that.
Hmm.
Darren, how are you listening and driving? Is what I want to know. Well, if it's on your cell phone, maybe I guess I get it. Also called lumbago. Also called pain. Ugh. I tell you what, back pain and stomach pain are the worst. It happens with fan and cold. Mm. Yeah, I was dealing with sciatica a long time ago. I feel like,
You just got over it. You were dealing with it for a while.
uh-huh.
She was using my TENS unit. She was using I mean I got her a back massager thing for her work chair, everything, and she's just
Old
it's getting
is a good word
getting
for it.
old.
You have us
She's
on your car speaker. That's dangerous.
Darren, I'm your father.
Ray, we're good.
Turn that stereo up.
You want me to sing? I'll sing for you. No,
No.
no, I really won't. You're gonna bring a step stool next time Noah stays so you don't have to lift him anymore. He was really good this time. I didn't have to pick him up. He knows he was good. You saw our last video, the one that came out yesterday? That turned out to be a good one. Yes, Darren, you do. You know all about it. It sucks.
I'll tell you what, ever since I lost my weight and I adjusted some things around on my gun belt, I don't have any problems with my back anymore.
You know what I think's funny? I'm the opposite. Once I lost all my weight, that's when all my health issues came. It's like God wants me fat. Your part now is I type. I don't type when I'm driving. Well, I would hope not.
That's against the law.
You're off duty. Stop. We won't ask you any more questions then, Darren, so you don't have to pull over and type.
No, I want to make him pull over.
Lots of questions are always leaning. Ray, we will. And David, yes. So when I was dealing with my sciatica a couple weeks ago, I found on YouTube there was I don't know. My mind just went completely blank.
The
It was
exercises.
yeah, for sciatica, and it helped, like almost immediately helped.
Yeah, she was looking up some different stretches or something to help her get rid of the pain, and she was watching these videos that were showing the certain stretches, and she said that it was actually helping right there, right off the bat.
I feel like for what I do and, working from home and sitting in that chair all day and just being humped over, topping all day, it's just killing me. These are natural questions, Diane. Yeah. Yep. What areas in France are you looking most at right now? Brittany, Normandy, and Grand Est.
We're going to throw in Grand Est.
Yeah, I'm not going to rule that out. Yeah, Ray, I know people are in the same boat we are. We're not the only ones that worry about that stuff, that's for sure.
What, from the video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, my kids are actually sort of scattered. I've got one up in Oklahoma, one down south close to Houston. I've got one. They're north, south, east, and west.
Yep,
of us. Well, I've got one out west of over in a smaller town closer to Dallas, and then another one off closer to East Texas.
Well, my family is all within an hour. My kids, grandkids, parents, all of them are within an hour of me. Sister, you're going to Nouvelle Aquitaine. We're about to do a video on Nouvelle Aquitaine. We're going to record it here when we get off here, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. We were going through our regions, and I thought we were just about done. And we found out that we had done one on Dordogne, or had talked about it, but we hadn't done anything on the region.
Mm-mm. Don't jump as a whole. It takes time there. Visitor, take your time.
Oh, we're definitely going to take our time.
We have nothing but time. Well, once we get there. Rick, I'm surprised that you would want to be somewhere
down south.
Down south, because you're hot just like we are, and we want a smaller town too. We don't want to be in a big town. What would be good is if we could be on the outskirts, but within walking distance. But we're going to have a car regardless. But still, it would be nice to be able to just get on a bike or walk. Dordogne or Périgueux. Yep. Both are
Dordone's
pretty.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Périgueux's beautiful.
I'm definitely going to get both her and I some e-bikes.
This area you like, you'll deal with the weather. Well, that's good. On the other hand, we are jumping as a whole, because that's how we, you know, David. Crazy story. Guess who showed up at Jason's work today? It could be so many. You were about heavy rain season. You were more about a heavy rain season. I'd rather have the rain than hot any day. I'll take it.
She loves those nice dreary days where it's raining. And
Michelle and Blanca did. So if your family is within an hour of where you are now, you would be moving further from them, even if you stayed in the U.S.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the one thing about our families is we're we're actually being supported by them. I mean, they're not supported. They're being very supportive about it.
Hot, you can deal with your wimp with humidity. As long as it's not hot and humid. Rainy days, have you spent some time in Seattle? I have not been to Seattle.
Is Michelle and Blanca there now?
No, they went to see to Jason's work.
Oh, Michelle and Blanca.
Rainy days are good coffee weather. Well,
Yes.
yes. I mean, anytime really is good coffee weather. I don't care if it's 150 degrees outside, I'm still going to have my coffee. But you're right. It does make it nice. You grew up around Seattle?
No, I've got two friends that are up in the Seattle area. I don't. Is that where you're at right now?
Gray skies and constant mist up here. Sounds gloomy and beautiful. Matt laughs at me because the gloomier the better. I could really live in London if it wasn't so expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, two of my school friends that I went to school with, they're living up there in the Seattle area. I've only been up there once, and that was whenever I was driving those over the road trucks, the 18 wheelers.
You have your scouting trip planned for October south of France. Lucky. Is that you? You smell good. Smell like
Oh,
soap.
I was like, do I stink?
You smell like soap.
I just took a shower.
You need some sun? We have all the sun. Come down here to Texas.
Oh,
You can have some sun.
yeah, I got done with the yard work early this morning so that I didn't have to go back outside later.
Lauren and I are in Iowa right now. Must have been born under a wandering star because I seem to be all over the place. Well, I'm born and raised and lived here my whole life, so it's time. It is time. I've never been to Iowa either, have you?
Yeah, I've been to everywhere. Well, whenever I was driving over the road, I that took me everywhere. I got my kids a a keychain for each state that I went to, and they've got these big old giant balls all of keychains.
JC, is that nuh-uh? Because if that's nuh-uh, that's awesome. Texas too much. You spent a year in San Antonio. Yep. Your sister was in Austin. The heat is insane. Yep. Which is why I don't want to deal with it anymore. 36 Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? I know there's a formula, but I don't feel like doing algebra right now.
Austin always feels like the desert.
Doing something crazy like moving to a foreign country and learning a new language will set a good example for all your kids and grandkids. You hear that, Brittany? One of my kids is on here, or she was. But did you say it as nuh-uh? Because I say that all the time. Nuh-uh. Like body temp. I knew you meant no thanks, but you said nuh-uh. Yep.
He's not a demon. Stop that.
You better stop it. Don't say that about him.
He is very good when he's over here at our house.
I can't help it. He's bad for you. He's good here.
Because he knows what he's going to get if he's not.
Took my phone out of my hand earlier because he was mad. Trust and believe he's both. I'm not saying he's not, but he's not a demon. He's precious.
When he does something like that, you grab him by the arm, you walk him to his room, pop that booty, and set him in a corner.
He's testing. Diane always says, yep. Does say that too?
Yeah.
Yep. You're home now. I promise I didn't have the phone in my hand. Hey, Haley. Brittany, quit saying that about that baby. When old enough, I just stare and ask if they found that acceptable. Oh, when kids are bad? Yeah, I don't, I'm more old school, I guess you should say.
She would come off a chair or a couch.
I'll come from Cleveland on them. I don't play like that.
In one fell swoop.
Yeah, I don't play. My kids know that very well. George Haley says hi.
He's asleep on the couch.
He is
rude. In his cloud.
He is very rude. Y'all think he's all cute and all that. And he is cute, but he's rude. This cup was leaking. Hey, Brittany, did you see my cookies I made yesterday? They were huge. Huge.
I had to bring one of them over here and show it.
You should.
Yeah, I'll get one.
Sorry, this table likes to move.
I'll probably have one anyways.
You're going to have one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a big cookie.
Look at the size of these cookies. How thick they are.
Big as my head.
And I'm going to eat one.
Do you want a napkin? Will you quit shaking this table?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Here. There's your napkin. Did see your cookies and would like them shipped. You're not that far away. Just come over and get them. I attempted no machine, no evaporated milk ice cream. Can report that it's easy.
Ship them to you. You crazy?
Pretty drive down the street. A cookie. Yep, that's a big cookie.
Very big.
Sorry, Sue.
I haven't had any breakfast this morning. I had a glass of chocolate milk and I had a cup of coffee, and that was it. An espresso.
They are good. Sue, they are good. I want to get into that. What?
What Ray said?
Oh, that sourdough jalapeno cheddar. It didn't get as tall as my loaves normally do, and I guess that's because of the stuff in it, but God, it smelled delicious.
She put 2 big giant jalapenos inside this loaf of sourdough bread, along with a bunch of extra sharp cheddar cheese. Golly.
It smells so good. In France, you don't make good cookies. It's a U.S. stuff. Well, I think, do y'all even have brown sugar there? Cookies, breakfast of champions. You know, Claire, sometimes it is.
Well, actually, it's past lunch, and I haven't had lunch either. We've got a roast in the crock pot.
So, Ray, you do not have brown sugar? It's not the same? Well, that's going to be one thing that I bring with me when I come because, or you can make your own brown sugar if you have molasses.
Why do I keep seeing flashing lights?
Well, don't walk to them. I think that the French like to eat a little something sweet for breakfast and then have their main meal to be lunch or dinner. U.S. are the masters of barbecue and cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She makes some very good ribs.
Mm-hmm. I know several that have brought it in by relatives. Yeah. Yep. I'll have to.
That and bourbon steak, which we have not had in forever.
I know. I have not made a bourbon steak in forever. You saw someone make a sourdough loaf with prosciutto and mozzarella. That can't be bad. This house smelled so good yesterday with that jalapeno and cheddar. But it just didn't rise. It looks kind of, I don't know what we can do with it because it's,
Eat
I
it.
mean, it's just La Biscuit in France. I usually will make cookies every week so that when he comes home for lunch, he'll have a little something sweet, but I usually don't make them this big.
I told her all I needed was a kiss, and that was sweet enough for me.
Bye, Ray. Have a good day.
Bye-bye, Ray. Thank you for coming in.
I want Darren to make us some bratwurst. Darren, could you get on that, please, and ship it? That'd be amazing.
No, I want Darren to do some of that ice cream spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti ice. That's what I want.
No, he's got the hookup, apparently. I hope y'all can't hear him chewing. It's just so loud. I'm just right here beside you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There's Darren.
You're actually cooking bratwurst right now.
Bratwurst, sauerkraut, and some
He lost me.
spicy brown mustard.
Claire, you want a cookie now? I have a whole jar of them. See what I mean by how filling they are?
Yeah.
You too want to.
Brittany, they'll be gone before you even get over here. But it is so delectable.
Yes, Darren, when we get over to France and then we go over to Germany because we will try spaghetti ice. Brittany Elizabeth.
I told Darren he had commented on the video, and I told Darren that whenever we get out there that he's more than welcome to come by and visit with us. And
Ever been to the worst festival in New Brunswick? I have not. I have not. Great minds think
my
alike.
parents have. My parents have been over there. Oh wait. Oh yeah, New Brunswick. Yeah, my parents have been there. Not I haven't.
I do have some brats though.
I can't wait until we go up in October. We're gonna go up to Vermont, and I want to get some good seafood up there.
We know you've got some good mustard. Yes, we do.
Yeah, and I've still got the other one too that would go perfect with those bratwursts. That mustard that I got from France.
Yeah.
That was good.
There's a fly. I think next week I'm going to try to make some snickerdoodles. Do you like snickerdoodles?
I like any cookie.
I
like them, but I just don't eat a whole lot.
You like yellow mustard doctored up with dill and garlic.
That sounds good.
Doesn't sound bad. I usually don't do yellow mustard unless I mix it with ketchup and put it on a corn dog.
I've gotten so used to eating spicy brown mustard French's that's pretty much all I eat. I'll have one of the good ways to eat that mustard is to put just a little bit on your fried eggs. It gives it a good flavor.
Gross. What if you baked while live? Diane's cooking show. Y'all want to see me cook? I did actually on.
I was reading that and I thought she been getting high baked. I was like, why?
Sheesh, law dog. Um, on Patreon, actually, I do have a couple of videos on there. I think I was making a chocolate pie
Yeah.
and then some tortillas.
Oh, she makes some good homemade sourdough tortillas.
Hey, Melissa, how are you? Fellow Texan, but you're in California?
What part of California?
You can open up a bakery when you make the move.
I told, well, she likes to give stuff away. Well, she'll make extra loaves of sourdough and different things, and she'll as soon as I get home from work, she'll be sending me off to the neighbors, different neighbors to give them whatever it was she baked. But
Well, I
I
make,
told her she needs to make some money on it.
you never know. What U.S. food do you think you'll miss the most when you move to France? Mexican food.
Yeah, well, unless they have some authentic Mexican food out there in France,
Not
which
where
I
we're going,
doubt.
probably. Your husband's working here in Bakersfield. Okay.
Over there in Kern County.
You prefer mustard mixed with black pepper on your fries? Ketchup is too sweet. It can be, yeah. I like to mix mustard and ketchup together, and a lot of
I
pepper.
like putting pepper on my French fries.
I don't know that I'll open up a bakery when I make the move, JC, but I will definitely be sharing. Maybe that's how I can make friends.
I was just about to say she's gonna end up giving the stuff to people around there, and she'll make a lot of friends.
What they have is more Mexican continental cuisine, not Tex-Mex. Yeah, there's gotta love good old Tex-Mex.
We could make our own.
Yeah, if you're able to find the
You
stuff.
give me some ground meat or some steak or something like that we can chop up. Heck yeah, we'll make some fajitas and
You would eat taco meat every single day
yes, I
if you
would.
could. Ugh,
That's what she laughs at me about is
all the time.
if she mentions anything, you know, Mexican food wise, I'm in. I'm ready. Let's go.
Hello from Missy St. George near Paris. Hello, JP. How are you? Sharing is caring. You will drive to where well, I will make you something if you want to come get it.
Oh, she will.
Take chili powder? Yeah.
As a matter of fact, uh, I took some stuff into work the other day and gave it to our dispatchers, and one of them messaged her on Facebook, and then the other one yesterday she said that she would be willing to buy it if she wouldn't give her the recipe. She goes, "I'll buy it."
In German, you will find ice cream vending machines on the sidewalks. Do we have that in the US? No, we do not, that I know of.
No.
Yum. I know that y'all in France they have even baguettes in vending machines. Yeah. How cool
Well,
is that?
now if you want an ice cream, we've got places around here you can drive to and get some,
A
but
what?
some frozen some frozen milk.
He says ice cream wrong, y'all. And pizzas. Oh, and but yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, in vending machines. Pizzas.
Hmm.
Matt can't say ice cream right. He puts the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Everyone knows what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna win people over. I'll bake them some stuff. But it is France, y'all, so I doubt that
Did you see
it
that
wouldn't
one?
even compare. Yeah, I said hi.
Oh, okay.
Because over there they know how to bake very well.
Oh yeah. I just can't wait to go over there and go to the markets, sit down at one of the cafes and have a coffee and eat
People watch.
heck yeah.
We watch and we don't judge.
No, we watch and learn.
I'm just kidding. I thought you were going to say, no, we do judge.
Oh, I'll judge in the back of my head.
So no to the ice cream vending machines, but we do have ice cream trucks that come around the neighborhoods. Ice cream man.
Is that thing with the chocolate inside of it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to try that.
Yep. How's our French going? Bonjour.
Slow.
Bonjour. When you have this bad of a twang, it's going. I can recognize words. A chocolate croissant.
Yes.
Practice, practice. Yep. Every day.
I do. I've been picking up on it whenever I listen to it.
You love pain au chocolat.
I can't wait to try that.
Maybe cookies are the answer. They don't seem to have them in France. Who wouldn't like a chocolate chip cookie? Right? I'll have to take a bunch of stuff. So we talked about that we might have to ship some stuff over there. So I could bulk up on some brown sugar and throw it in there too.
Well, yeah.
Don't feel bad. It's really hard for a Texas to get their mouths to utter. Exactly. You're going to learn some phrases and some basic sentences, but I figured just jump in and learn on the spot because the difference is in the way that things are spelled and said. Yep. I just know that first time that I'm going to have to actually speak French to someone, I'm going to be terrified. And I just hope that whoever is listening is nice and doesn't think I'm an idiot.
I, it's hard for us to even utter English. You already heard her make fun of me about how I say something.
Ice cream.
Yeah, that.
It's not ice cream. It's ice cream.
They understand. I say ice cream.
You said it right just then. It's when you say ice cream.
It's because I'm not thinking. When I start thinking about it, then I say the word better.
You gotta hear him say bloated. Bloated.
I put a very high emphasis on the B and L.
Yeah, you do. I'm bloated. It's spaghetti eyes.
No, I think it's sketty.
You had a delicious French baguette and delicious pastry tonight. We are waiting for you in France to eat some too. Yes. I actually made baguettes not too long ago and they were delicious. Shadowing is a good way to try and learn the language. There are some cool YouTube channels just for listening in everyday combos. We have so many channels. I've got that easy French on there and
well, you've got the stories.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the I can't remember that other one that's up there.
It's that easy French or something like that. And I put my Pandora on French music, so I've been listening to it like when I get ready and stuff. Spaghetti eyes. One day.
So what time is it out there in France right now? I think y'all are 7 hours ahead of us.
6 or 7.
So you guys would be about 9 o'clock right now? PM?
21 hours.
That's probably about how long
9 o'clock.
Oh, 2100. Okay, you were saying military time. Okay. Yeah, it is 7 hours ahead because we just hit 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
You're thinking the other day that we're almost to the point where we should have that universal translator like they have on Star Trek, right?
Heck yeah. Well, this translator thing that they've been showing on TikTok and stuff, it doesn't work unless you actually have your phone right there with you. I mean, if you're going to have your phone right there with you, you might as well just have the Google Translate.
You watch French shows on PBS? I didn't even think about that. I love PBS. You watch Arthur on PBS? It's 3 o'clock there in Florida.
3 o'clock and very humid.
It's 3 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? I know that was 10 o'clock. Darren, you remember that back in the day? It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? They had to remind us to look for our kids.
They did that on the TV.
They use a 24-hour clock in France. Yeah. Yeah, they did that on TV because our parents never knew where we were.
Our parents just said, when it starts getting dark, come on in.
When the street lights come on. Do you watch French movies with French subtitles? I'm actually watching, I started a series called Call My Agent
And it's pretty good.
on Netflix, and it's really good, and it's in French. Haley and you are singing the Arthur theme song right now. That does not surprise me in the least. I don't even know the Arthur theme song. Unless you're talking about the movie Arthur.
No, no.
I know you're not.
It's
a cartoon.
cartoon.
But Brittany knows the movie Arthur from back in the day with Dudley Moore.
Dudley Moore and Liza Minnelli and
Back in the day.
boy, he played a good drunk though.
What happened to the rest of this moose? Yeah, exactly. You must have hated this moose. Hey, LT, how are you? Have you had a good week? Your Blackstone's still sitting here not being used.
It's got a full tank of gas, but
I just need to use it. But now it's hot and I don't want to stand out there.
well, we need to do it on one of these days where it's raining. Feels cooler. I'm gonna go massacre on this one fly.
What French film actor names do you know? Not a one.
Mm-mm.
Not a one. I don't even know who the people are in this series that I'm watching. I had never seen any of them. If you're selling for less than Lowe's, Home Depot, oh, we will have to because it's used.
But it's kept in good shape and it's very well seasoned.
Yep. If you get caught between the moon. Now you're seeing the Arthur. Bridget Bardot. Okay. Yep. I've heard that name.
Back in the day.
Could you please say a shout out to my husband Kevin and tell him France will be awesome. I'm working on him to retire in France too. Kevin,
Listen,
move to France, please.
it will be awesome.
You can move out there. We'll all be best friends. Well, that might make him run away. Sorry.
Watch some of our videos on the pros and cons, and it'll change your mind about it.
As for the week, I'm a little down due to the news in the Middle East. My trip to Egypt after Jordan is now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I bet that is frustrating. Learn French with Alexa on YouTube is fabulous.
I
Yes.
don't want. There's times I don't want like to listen to her in English. I mean, if she starts
Not
talking,
not that not that Alexa.
oh, I was just talking about our Alexa over here on our machine. I
Oh
was like, I
gosh.
don't want to hear her in English.
You're new to the channel. Well, welcome. I'm interested in the area in France you plan to settle. So are we. Meaning we don't know. Brittany, uh, Normandy, or Grand Est is where we're looking right now.
The cooler of the ones. I mean, we were looking in the south, but we've sort of changed around.
Sorry, Melissa, if we turned him in the wrong direction.
Have you looked into the Bruno Mysteries series yet? Novels? Good police.
If it's a novel, no, he's not gonna. He won't read.
It's got to be a movie that I'd have to watch because if I start reading, I fall asleep. I don't know what it is. It's like a it's like a good sleeping pill for me. I start reading words and
I start
I'm
reading
out
words.
and I'm out.
I read words and I get confused. Hey, from Orlando, Jesse. Hello, how are you? I can't read the words.
Y'all, I want to quit talking because I every time I speak, she keeps making fun of me.
Well, then you're never going to talk because I make fun of you all the time. Oh my gosh. That won't last 5 seconds. Let's make you more center. Jesse, we have somebody else on here from Florida. Darren's on here somewhere. To make fun is what keeps it interesting.
Of course.
Keeps it something. Well, he's not even really Texan, and to hear him say things like everything.
My mom's from Texas. My dad's from Arkansas. I was born and raised in Ventura, California.
Which is not Texas.
And now, of course, it's not because it's California.
And but yeah, you just everything. Darren, meet Jesse. Jesse, meet Darren.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at that thing that says affordable French homes for sale.
For
Country homes
country
in France
homes.
under 100,000. Where?
In France.
What are your top 3 favorite regions in France? Brittany, Normandy, Grand Est.
Darren, right there. Hook 'em horns.
Mm-mm.
Boy, she's got you fooled.
She's saying that because we said Brittany was one of our favorites.
I'm kidding.
The region.
Yeah, the region.
Darren, do you want to pray for him because he was talking about
My Longhorns.
the Lord?
Hey, they're going
Bye,
to be.
Sue. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
Have a good week.
Yeah, my Longhorns are going to be doing pretty good this year.
Well, guys, it has been an hour.
We have. Oh, be praying all day, Darren. Be praying all day.
Got that notification too. I'll watch it after this. I love watching homes for sale. Me too. But you know what's funny? Susie, is when we were going to move to Italy, we had so many channels and so many, both with people and companies that would show houses in Italy, and you just don't find as much in France for some reason.
They
Irritating.
they're not in a hurry to put them up.
Yeah. Hi, Hadar. How are you?
We are going to have to get off here because we've got a video we've got to do, and
Where's George today? You want to see George? Longhorns are coming to the swamp this year.
yeah, they're going to come over there and clean up the swamp.
Scared.
He was probably sleeping.
He was. He's dirty, y'all. He goes and gets his hair done on Tuesday. Here he is. George Haley says bye. He's so aggravated at me because I woke him up.
You have a challenge and a question for me.
The band's in the Gulf of Morbihan, a very charming town. I have seen it. You heard us mention Green Acres. What other French realtor sites do you look at? So there's Lebon Quan is one.
Green Acres is the one that drives me crazy sometimes because I'll lay down at night and then that's whenever they decide they want to start sending me house after house after house, and my phone keeps lighting up.
There's also Bow Villages. Noah told you earlier that George is his best friend.
Wait, pick who up?
It's not time here. Bye, David. Have a good week. Yeah, we're about to get off here too. George is already mad because I woke him up. You were finally being good and I woke him up. George, say bye. Bye. He's done with me. SRO slot. Yeah, I do too, if he would ever hear.
Yeah, I was asking my sergeant. As a matter of fact, it was yesterday, and he hadn't heard anything yet about it. There's only 3 of us putting in for it, but I was actually offered the position, but then that's whenever the sheriff realized he forgot that 2 other people had put letters in, so we're all sitting there waiting for an answer.
Kevin said we're going to go send our son to scout for us. See, it's working. Good job, Kevin. You can do it. If we can do it, y'all can do it.
No, Kevin's sending his son.
I know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were thinking it was Kevin going. No, Kevin's taking the easy way out right now.
That's okay. That's okay, though.
I tell you what, I'd be the one wanting to go over there to do the scouting.
Yeah. Now George is staring. Haley, this is going to shock you, but George is staring. Look at him. Look at the look on his face. Honey, look, you're going to miss it. Look.
What?
Can you show us how you tie a shirt or jacket around your waist? What? I don't do that.
I don't do that either.
Gulf of Morbihan fans, isn't it?
I do not tie jackets or shirts around my waist or my neck.
See, in Southern Brittany, he's inquisitive. You're inquisitive. All right, guys, we're going to have to get off here. We have got to do a video, and then I've got to edit it, and it takes forever. Well, it depends on how bad we mess up all the time, because there will be mess ups. If y'all only knew.
We'll see if we can get some good bloopers on there.
All right, y'all. We're going to hang it up. So you guys have a great week.
You
guys worried that your French home doesn't not match your current? No, I'm not worried about that at all.
It's not flawless back here, but
no, it's not.
But this right here, this is our baby right here.
Oh, sorry.
That turned us into a coffee snob.
Yeah, it's not flawless. Look, there's a crock pot. Some wilted
with our
flowers.
food in it.
All right, y'all. Have a good week. Brittany, your mom's inquisitive. Okay. See y'all later.
Y'all
Bye,
have a good
y'all.
week. Thank you for coming in.
Bye.